Welcome to the Horror Movie Showdown, episode 79. I have a thing for coming-of-age movies where you follow a young innocent character who has to find her way in a dangerous world of temptation and corruption. Some fantastic examples of such movies within the horror genre are Black Swan, Perfect Blue, and a remake of Suspiria. Today's movie, Last Night in Soho, is of course a coming-of-age horror story. And what makes this one extra interesting is that it was directed by Edgar Wright, a talented director known for his excellent cinematography and his innovative editing to the rhythm of music. But to me, all of his movies so far have been almost good. But let's hope this one will be his breakthrough masterpiece. We follow the innocent Alice, who has a thing for 60s music and who dreams to become a fashion designer in the big city. She lives a protected life with her grandmother in the rural areas of the UK, as her mother died due to mental problems. Ellie appears to have super senses that lets her see her mother in the mirror. I wonder if this could become relevant later in the movie. Anyways, Ellie is accepted to the London College of Fashion, and soon she heads off to the big city. To start out, I actually thought the movie was set in the 60s. But when you see her Beats headphones, you realize that it takes place in the present. When Ellie arrives in the big city, it is portrayed as being dark and threatening. And when Ellie takes a cab to her dorm, her driver is pretty creepy.
I want to be a designer.
Yeah, but you could be a model, couldn't you? You got the legs for it.
Also, Ellie's new roommate seems really mean. But despite this, Ellie decides to go partying with her to make some new friends.
Excuse me, miss. My dick just died. Can I bury it in your ass?
But they are probably not the kind of people you want to become friends with. This part of the movie reminds me a lot of Black Swan, where temptation and corruption is lurking around every corner. As Ellie is so innocent, you also start wondering if she will survive the London life. But soon she meets the friendly John, who just wants to help her out. And soon she also leaves the dorm for a cool safe studio apartment, which also has the spirit of the 60s. That's so perfect! This is when the movie starts twisting and turning, and during the nights Ellie is transported back to the 60s in the body of a young beautiful girl. Soon she starts transforming into that girl during the daytime also. And as the life of the dream girl starts turning sour with prostitution, drugs and murder, Ellie's own life also turns sour. Soon Ellie is haunted by rapist ghosts and cannot differentiate between reality and dreams. Is she experiencing a mental breakdown like her mother? Or are her super senses showing ghosts from the past? Or what is going on? Well, I won't spoil it for you, but let's get to the scoreboard. The movie has 9 on-screen kills involving lots of blood. Though the movie involves prostitution, it only has enough butts for a nudity score of 2. The movie has a lot of mirror trickery and ghosts, and it also has some jump scares. But what is probably the most haunting part of the movie is to watch how creepy everyone are towards Ellie. It gets a scariness score of 4. I was blown away by the cinematography and editing of the first 30 minutes of the movie, and expected this to be one of the best movies of 2021. But then the plot became messy and repetitive, and the movie stalled for a full hour. So the movie turned out to be yet another almost good Edgar Wright movie. It felt like the movie had a strict deadline or something, as the terrible ghost effects stood in stark contrast to some of the other scenes with amazing cinematography. The ending, however, was good enough to drag the movie back to an overall score of 6. If you haven't watched Black Swan, Perfect Blue or Suspiria, then I would recommend that you go watch one of those movies instead. Else you can give this one a shot, as the 2 main girls of the movie both give great performances. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you later.